Welcome to Life Tales English, a place where stories help you relax, learn English, and understand life a little deeper. Tonight, I will tell you a story about your mind and how to finally let it breathe. Every day, your mind carries more than you notice. A message you haven't answered, a worry that keeps returning, a mistake that still feels heavy years later. Plans, fears, memories, expectations, all collecting like small stones in your pockets. None of them are big, none of them are dramatic, but together they become weight. One morning you wake up and your thoughts feel too loud, your chest feels tight, and your soul feels crowded. You whisper to yourself, "I just want to relax." But your mind doesn't know how. Relaxing is not something that suddenly appears. Relaxing is something you learn. There is an old Japanese story about a young man who visited a monk and said, "My mind does not stop. It runs all day. I can't relax." The monk poured him a cup of tea. The cup filled, then overflowed, then spilled onto the table, and the monk kept pouring. The young man shouted, "Stop! The cup is full!" The monk smiled and said, "Exactly. Your mind is the same. You cannot relax when your mind is already full. You must empty the cup first." The moment you understand this, something inside you softens. Relaxation always begins with the breath. Your breath is the remote control of your mind. Fast breathing pulls your mind into speed. Slow breathing pulls your mind back into calm. Try to breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 1, and breathe out for 6. The longer exhale tells your body you are safe. Your body obeys. Your mind follows. Thoughts lose their sharpness. Worries lose their power. It becomes impossible to stay stressed while breathing this way. This is why forests, oceans, mountains, and quiet rooms feel calming. They slow your breath for you. Breathing is the first step toward peace. You don't have to clear your whole mind. That is impossible. You only need to release one thought. Just one thought. Choose something you have carried for too long. A worry, a memory, a fear, a what if. Imagine holding it in your hand. Look at it gently. Thank it for what it taught you. Then open your hand and let it fall. Feel the little space it frees inside you. Relaxation is not about removing everything from your mind. It is about removing what no longer belongs there. Letting go is not losing. Letting go is cleaning. Create space for silence. Not the silence of a quiet room, but the silence inside yourself. Take 1 minute each day and do absolutely nothing. No phone, no noise, no music, no pressure. Just sit and breathe. At first, your mind will jump. It will bring old stories, old fears, old plans. That's okay. Let it jump. You're not trying to control it. You're teaching it to sit next to you without taking control. The second time you try, your mind will jump less. The 10th time, it will begin to understand. Silence is not an absence of thoughts. It is a place inside you where thoughts lose their urgency. Imagine your mind has 2 hands. One hand holds everything you can control.
The other hand holds everything you cannot. Stress begins when you mix the two. Relaxation begins when you separate them. Say quietly to yourself, "This is in my hand. This is not." What is in your hand is your actions, your habits, your choices, your responses. What is not in your hand is other people's opinions, the past, the future, the world outside your control. Put down what does not belong to you. Your mind becomes lighter instantly. And then, allow yourself to be human. You are not a machine. You are not built for constant pressure. You do not need to be strong every day. You do not need to pretend you are okay. You do not have to solve everything at once. Relaxation begins when you give yourself permission to slow down, to breathe, to feel, to rest, to not have all the answers, to not be perfect. You are a human being learning to be gentle with yourself. That is enough. Life will always give you something to worry about, but you can choose when to put the weight down. You can choose when to quiet your breath, when to release one thought, when to sit in silence, when to remember that you do not have to carry everything. Relaxing your mind is not escaping life. It is returning to yourself. Your breath, your awareness, your presence, they were always there, waiting for you. Everything you need to relax your mind is already within you. You only have to return to it, slowly, gently, one breath at a time.